Right, and we'll continue on with the steps and just on to step 11. And step 11 is sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him, praying only for knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. Right, and I know some people might be thinking, oh, or balk at the whole notion of God and higher power, and I've been asking for God all my life, and where has God been? And you know, feeling sorry for yourself in a sense, not knowing where to turn, etc. But when we say a partnership with your higher power, your higher power is anything that gives you a sense of meaning and purpose and hope. So it doesn't have to be identifiable with a god or anything else. It's whatever makes you feel good. So you could be your own higher power to an extent, or your inner conscience or your soul could be your higher power. Now, everybody has the ability to seek that, even if you are an atheist or agnostic and don't believe in anything, you do have that ability. So in steps 2 and 3 on a daily basis, and all steps 2 and 3 is acknowledging you have a problem and asking for help. Sorry, having faith. And having faith, again, is the same as a partnership, but it's faith and belief that, at least things can get better, things can change, no matter how bleak or bad they might be. They will improve, or they can improve, and you can assist, you can get that help to help yourself improve. Prayer really, in the sense of the word prayer, it's not getting on your knees and praying. It's just asking for help. And again, as I say, to God, and it's God of your understanding. So whatever you feel gives you meaning, sense, and purpose. And then meditation is listening to God or listening to yourself, or your inner voice, or your higher power. And irrespective, whether you're agnostic, atheist, or whatever you are, whether you hate meditation, it is a grounding technique, really. And it does take getting used to. You're not just going to meditate straight away. There is a technique of starting to breathe and get in touch with your breath and get in touch with whatever's going on inside of you, your thoughts, your feelings, sensations. So it does take time to get used to. As they say, meditation is easy to do but hard to do well. And in the sense, you need to keep practicing meditation. What meditation will do is it'll help ground you. It'll help slow you down and help you get more clarification in whatever's going on for you at that moment. And knowing you're a vital part of everything. And that's also very important, because in addiction, we felt very much lost and very much a part of everything. And just to have that sense or that feeling that, you are part of something bigger than yourself, and not just a minuscule part, you are a vital part. You're like, a cog in the wheel, as they say. So without you, the universe is out of sync. So, you're there, we're all there for a reason. We're all here for a reason, much bigger than what we know, but we're here. And then persistence and patience. And recovery does take persistence and patience. This is not a one-hit wonder. This is not an event, it's a process. And, it'll keep processing and processing, and you will, not say get better at it, but it'll become more manageable. It'll become part of your routine, part of your habits. The whole change of life will come through, but don't be expecting quick results or fast miracles, as that's just not going to happen. It is miraculous, but it does take time, and you have to give time. Remember that this is your life is a marathon. It's not a race. Right, God's will for us. And again, I sound like a holy Joe here. So as I say, going back to the God, these steps you must remember were written about 80 years ago. But what we're talking about here is, your higher power's will for you, the universe's will for you, even your inner voice's will for you, your subconscious mind's will for you. So it's looking at our needs and not our wants. So we have to kind of clarify that, and that's something that we can do as people, and measure up what is our needs and what are our wants. Now in recovery, it's very simple. You know, in addiction, we just wanted and wanted and wanted because we wanted to satisfy our addiction, which was insatiable, so we were never satisfied anyway. We never really looked at our needs. We neglected ourselves. We neglected our bodies. We neglected ourselves emotionally, physically. We neglected our families, friends. We were abusive. And all that. So what we're saying about this is, the needs of your wants. As an example, you could be sitting at home, sitting on your sofa, watching television, thinking, "Oh, this is great. I want to sit here and watch TV, but I need to go to my AA meeting or I need to do something for my recovery." So, you have to weigh up the pros and cons. So your needs have to come first. Um, if you ever looked at Maslow's hierarchy triangle, you'll see that it's, about filling basic human needs. And we have to fill those basic human needs to survive. We won't survive otherwise. Our value system, and that's whatever you believe is right and wrong within you. Now, again, we were brought up learning the values of our families, society, friends, school, etc. So, for example, if you grew up in a kind of bigoted society, you would be bigoted. If your parents were racist or whatever, it would have been the same again. So it's not doesn't have to be how you feel in yourself. People change all the time. And if you feel it's look, I'm not a racist or a bigot. I don't choose to be that. Then that is your choice. That's your value. You don't have to follow other people's values. The values that you were brought up with and born with don't have to be the values that you continue your life with. Behavior is the same as values. We behaved in a very bad way in addiction. Again, we were out of control. So we weren't in control of what we were doing a lot of the times. Our behaviors were default, reactive, intolerant, etc., aggressive. But, we have control of how we behave now. We have full control because, remember, you have to think first before you behave. It doesn't come the other way around unless, I suppose, if it's a fight or flight situation and you have to run away from something chasing you, then that automatic fight or flight kicks in. But otherwise, all other behaviors can be changed by yourself, and then changing for a better life. And that's all we aspire to as human beings. No matter what makes you happy, everybody wants to be happy, and that's it. And it's not doesn't just about having lots of money or lots of properties or whatever it is. It's whatever makes you happy is what's important. And as I said before, miracles do happen, and in time they do. This happens. It's a small miracle every day, and every day in recovery is a miracle. It's a little miracle happening. Because for my example, I'm 15 and a half years sober now, and I don't know how I stayed sober for 15 and a half years. I had a lot of times during my recovery where it was tough. I had it tough. I struggled, but I managed to get through it, and I do believe that just little miracles happen every day for us all. Right, again, and the power to carry that out. So things do happen for a reason, and I'm a strong believer of that. Um, there is a higher being or whatever it is, God, you name it, up there or out there or wherever they are, that has put order to everything. And everything is meant to be where it's meant to be. Yes, we have a lot of control in our lives about how we lead our lives. I do believe that. But there is a greater order of things, and as I say, that power is not our power, it's the higher power's power, God or the universe, the vortex, whatever you want to call it. I know some people still struggle with this. That's okay, that's fine if you do, but just, things do happen for a reason. I'm sure you have experiences in yourself. You think, well, why did that happen, or how did that happen? Or, when one door closes, another one opens, and you do hear that a lot of times. Where you're weakest, you are strongest, and all that. So we do have a way of kind of bouncing back and counteracting things that are happening. Courage to change the things I can, and that's what you can change in your life. And change takes courage. Any change in life takes courage, because you're coming out of your comfort zone, or coming out of your little box, and you're doing something different, which you probably haven't done before or been afraid to do in the past. So, again, courage is facing your fears. And I'm not talking about, climbing Mount Everest or something like that. It's just every small little day things that you do that would be a small challenge for you. And that's all changes, is small little steps, one step at a time. Like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. It's one piece at a time. And it builds up to a full picture. And then wisdom to know the difference, in the sense, as we say, where we don't know what we're doing, or we're struggling with what we're doing, wisdom to even ask for help. And it's okay to ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness. We all need help in our lives. We all need help and guidance and direction, because a lot of times we might not know where we're going. We might not know what we're doing. I'm doing stuff on the internet now here, and it took me a long time to learn this, and I had to ask a lot of help, because I knew absolutely nothing about the internet, about computers and that. But I'm getting there. But that's, again, I had to ask for help to do that. Trusting, never doubt. Yeah. And as I say, it's easier said than done. And doubt lives in fear. And that's all it is. Doubt is just fear. And fear is false evidence appearing real. So, we have no control over things in life. We have no control over the future. The past is gone. We just have today. And if you can trust in today, that's all you need to trust in. Try not to worry about what's going to happen tomorrow or the next day. Those days will come when they come. You can prepare for them by all means, set a few goals for yourself, but don't let the doubt of what you think might happen, because you don't know. None of us do know what might happen. Ifs and maybes and what ifs. We don't know. So there's no real point in getting yourself all caught up in that in reality. So it's just the trust, and trust in yourself. Trust in yourself, and that's the main thing. Trust that things do work out for people, do work out for the best. If you're trying your hardest, it will work for you. It might not happen today, but it will happen. So don't be doubtful and thinking that nothing ever works for me, because believe me, things do work for everyone. Paying it forward, and that's just unconditionally, without judgment again. And that's what we do. It's giving value, experience, strength, hope to other people. So it's taking your experience, your life, sharing your life with other people to help them. That's really all paying it forward is. It's not about taking money out your pocket and giving it to somebody else. It's good to give to charity, yes, if you can afford it. But giving your time is as good as, if not better than, giving money. And with all that, our defeats become our victories. So every struggle we've had, as I said, does have a bright outcome. And it does. If you believe it does, it will do. And if you work towards it, it will do.